If this was real grass, Fiction clears easy. I think he is powered by the earth.
Imagine if he just took his shoes off and just got the grippers on the grass.
We don't know. I didn't see his feet. The grippers might be out.
So one of the first Verdugos after Jake moved here, he just whooped Fiction, and we were like, it's so over.
Yeah.
Shep's never winning another Verdugo again. We're ruled by Jmook, who we claim is SoCal when it's convenient, but
yeah.
is not his homegrown SoCal as Fiction. And then the next week, Fiction just beat him.
Yeah. I think you should never count on Fiction. Top 10 in skill. I'll say it. I mean, he says it. That's why I say it. It is interesting because the Fiction that we've seen this year, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't call it a character crisis just because I think he knows what he's doing. But we haven't seen a lot of players at the top level who switch between characters so much and have like all that much success. Obviously, there are exceptions to all of this, but someone who is juggling the Sheik, the Falco, the Fox, like the Falco was gone, it was mostly Fox, and then the Falco back. Like, we've seen so many changes to Fiction's general gameplay when it comes to picking characters that you would assume that that would slow him down a little bit. Honestly, I mean, I feel like he's still in step with all the characters, so something like this could definitely go in his favor.
Yeah, and one thing I want to watch here from Jmook is the punish gap was huge in the Magi set, so we want to see if he can keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jmook was getting his Jmook stocks. It's just he wasn't really getting the chance to do them a lot. I mean, that was the perfect chance for the patented Jmook stock, and he wasn't able to follow up, and he does the same thing again. Okay. Queen's up there with a fair. Charge some needles. See where we go. Okay. All right. Easy peasy. Hit him with every move until he dies, basically. Also, yeah, he's making himself really hard to catch. I feel like Jmook loves to do a lot of, like, catch a jump with up air, so he can get a, or like a up tilt, so he can get a grab off of it.
Big flub there.
But yeah, we saw
Nowhere
a
close
slippery ship there. I had to work so hard to not comment on the water. I don't know why. My brain has just been like, drinking from a water bottle, you should mention it.
I feel like it's a funny Brandon and Phil like anti-bit now. It's like, you don't need to do that. Like, they're critical when the water bottles come out.
True. Yeah, I'm like if a comedian was bringing things up and didn't have a point to it. Like, you guys ever see like airline magazines? And they go, yeah, and then you go, okay.
What are those about?
Next. Like, you don't even make a joke about it. You just go, okay, cool. Good to know that you heard about it.
Oh, same weird fast.
Yeah.
Shep might have said something.
Yeah,
Jmook's humorous.
Yeah, Jmook's trying to laugh it off, I think. You know, it's one of those things you got to do, right, when you're playing like that. All right, was able to get that there. All right, Jake, if you don't jump off the stage in the next 10 seconds, we consider this a success. All right, seems like it was a bit of assisted from Chef there.
Fiction just tracks him down, goes up there and gets it.
And we got a nice little halftime.
Jmook, there's nothing with the invincibility. Now in deficit.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like Jmook's been a little lost in a lot of these situations. I know that, like, you can watch some of his great sets, and he can look lost versus Fox just because that's how the matchup is, but we're not really seeing him able to, like, claw his moments and make most of the moments.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know his process, but it does seem like he's having trouble finding like starters and then also like being confident in some of his grabs and some of his punishes.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, it's still his game. He is not out of it. We're so close to F-tilt knocking down. All right, we've unlocked everything now. And look, it's a different game.
Classic Jmook.
All right, may finish it off. Needles don't hit, but roll up.
And that's the Jmook we expected going into the set.
Yeah.
Gets the grab, takes it to the bank.
Yeah, I feel like that's the Jmook when he gets those opportunities. If he's able to make the most of it, that's the Jmook that we know. That's the Jmook that's like impossible to beat. And it's just like whether or not he's able to have those showings. Okay, nice.
He's so good.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that's like the third stock that I feel like Jmook has lost that I don't think he needed to. Like, I feel like, I wouldn't say careless, but there's definitely some stocks that you would expect him to be holding on to longer. All right, gets the down tilt. All right. I feel like he wanted to reverse there.
I would guess so too.
The good thing is, still put him in a good position. What the hell?
Just controls the side. Fiction's got the ledge dash.
All right. Fiction's trying to take us to halftime. And he does. All right, now here, like here's the mini game, right? If your Sheik is like how to hit a fox that can crouch cancel you.
And how do you find a grab and start your punish?
Yeah. All right. We got a little more percent on Fox. Things should be a little different. All right, doesn't get anything that's going to kill. Let's see if he's going to live to regret it. Nice. He's so good at finding those. Like, traditionally, I feel like there's a lot of very tight links, and generally, like, a Sheik might go for another tilt to kind of, like, make the links easier, but he doesn't even give you the opportunity to, like, DI the tilt in a different way or anything. He just hits them.
Yeah, and then he's so fast he can fair off the down throw touches, too.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it yet from him.
Yeah, I feel like when he is on, when he's truly on, he unlocks Sheik options that other Sheiks just don't get. Ooh, okay, gets out of it, but thrown right off stage again. I feel like there's a lot of things he doesn't necessarily, like, he had a lot of places there where he should have died.
I mean, that's just how good his defense
Yeah,
is.
that was crazy. But still, regardless, you know, Shep does take that game.
Holds it down, controls the corner, and does his FD stuff.
Yeah, I mean, very impressive that no matter what Jmook did to stay alive, Shep was always there. Shep always had an answer or was ready to combat it. Very impressive. All right, lots of smiles going on. Let's see if there's smiles after this game. Because we might know. We might know who wins this set after this game. All right, yeah, I feel like that's kind of Jmook's bread and butter. He loves to get those.
And then this is big. If you make it out in these upper pools, you're making it to winners in the deepest part of the bracket.
Yeah.
Reducing the number of sets you'll play tomorrow by a lot.
Yeah, it is one of those weird brackets where I feel like because there's so many sets, it's easy to think that like the sets don't really matter. But when we get to this point, like they could really mean a lot. I mean, it could be the difference between having like a perfect bracket path or making a long losers run.
Yeah, because even if you make it out in silver in winners, you're still you would still go into lose and go into gold and advance in losers.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just something we know as commentators or something they're actually thinking about.
I feel like it's one of those things that you have to just take out of your mind, right? You can't wonder about like, oh, if I lose this, it means that I have to play 8 more sets to win tomorrow. And so, no, I feel like you just have to play the game that's in front of you. Put your horse blinders on, right?
See, Jmook speeding up a little bit. FD is more tentative a bit on the platform. Feeling comfy. Sliding.
Feeling comfy on the wet floor down.
Probably damp as hell down there.
Yeah, I mean, is it damp if it's like wet? I feel like those are 2 different things, right? Like there's water on the entire floor that might supersede damp.
Yeah, well your feet will be wet and damp.
Your feet will be wet, exactly. And she's wearing like socks basically. And no one likes a wet sock. But it doesn't seem to phase Jmook. He's got an answer to literally everything.
That was a Zane grab.
Yeah. Learn from the best. Ooh.
And that's what we expect from him, you know?
Yeah. What
Control,
year is it? Because that feels
punish.
like a classic Jmook. But, I mean, if you can't pull it out the next game, then it doesn't really matter. So we need to see it here. And it's going to be on Stadium. It's going to be definitely more difficult. Did I say definitely? Well,
I'd have to look at the VOD.
if Jmook wants to win, he hopes that I'm the only one making mistakes. And so far, it feels like it kind of might be that way.
Shifting gears. Moving on him.
Yeah, he remembered who he is.
Like Simba?
Okay. All right, he's insane. He's insane.
Remember who you are. That was more of a Darth Vader.
Same guy.
Yeah,
So-
R.I.P. James Earl Jones. Man.
Rest in peace. Simpsons legend. All right, doesn't kill just yet, but I was going to say in a pretty bad situation. And he proved my point more than I ever could. But let's see. I mean, Jmook, if he's punishing off of grab like he has been past game, it's going to be pretty difficult for Fiction.
And I feel like when he starts moving around, it's hard to find those normal openings that
Yeah.
Fox is looking for.
Look how slippery he is. I mean, this is the guy who SD'd like twice in the first 2 games, and it does not really feel like it. Fiction's still doing a lot to keep this close, obviously, and when you were talking about Fox versus Sheik on Pokemon, I think it's really hard to look at a deficit like this and say it's impossible, but
Yeah, but you still have to hit hard to get the hit.
yeah, the way Jmook is playing, and it's not that Fiction's playing worse, it's that Jmook's playing hard to hit. Jmook is playing in a way where
He's punishing so hard.
yeah, like when he gets the hit, he's able to really capitalize off it. But here we go. I mean, we're at even stocks, 87% difference. We know that Fox can make up 87%.
That's a surefire kill.
Yeah, no reason to add anything else. Don't add another grab. Like, just a perfect understanding.
And those spots, early games in the set, Jmook just fell down and died. There, makes it back.
True. But we are very close to Game 5 last stock. Nearly even percent.
He just sent it off the dash back at a crash.
Yeah. My. I tried the Jmook killer, the Josh Man specialty. Did not work.
That was not the same player we saw the first 2 games.
I don't believe it was, but tail of the tape might be different. All right, well, Jmook killed it. I'm going to hop off. Very fun talking to you.
Some dope sets. Can't wait to see who makes it out.
Yeah.
We'll both be watching.
It's going to be crazy. I'm going to put you on to someone a little less fun, a little less cool, a little less swag, but should be good.